Hey folks, and welcome to the final part of the Sonic 3 complete playthrough. In the last part, we just started the Death Egg Zone, excuse me, and now we're pretty much finishing up the rest of the game in this part. How you folks doing? I'm doing okay, just trying to get things started again, even though it's going slow. I don't have any plans at the time of this recording of what new game I'm going to dive into, but considering the fact that I just got myself a bunch of Wii games, I'm probably going to be going through that library. I know that what me and the co-hosts are probably planning to do is that he got pissed off when I told him this, but you guys remember about at the start of the channel I did Metal Slug 1 and 2, so me and the co-hosts are going to be tackling probably the rest of the Metal Slug Anthology collection. Great collection, by the way. So me and the co-hosts will be tackling that, so I hope you folks are looking forward to that. If things go as well as planned, we'll be doing that right after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles playthrough, and I hope you folks are enjoying that. I'm gonna try to get with the co-host and try to finish off that game for you folks to enjoy. So I hope you folks once again are enjoying the pretty much the beatdown that we are giving to the enemies. That game is, oh man, just tune into the game to find out my final thoughts about the game. You probably already know some of my thoughts within that, but just stay tuned to that and you'll hear what both me and the co-hosts have to say about that game. So I hope you folks just stay tuned with that. And how you folks liking the headset? Like I said, I'm using a new headset because the one I had pretty much kind of clonked out on me, and I'm using this as a replacement, so it's not that bad, at least to me. When I hear myself on playback, I pretty much like how it sounds. So hopefully you guys will too. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. But anyway, Supersonic, I gotta think of if I want to go with the traditional as far as like, because the next Sonic game that I'm going to be doing is probably 3D Blast, but I'm gonna see if I can find like a hack version of 3D Blast, because I want to be I'm pretty much focusing my channel. I don't want to be original. I kind of want to go out there when it comes to hacking the game if I can possibly. But of course, once we get past Sonic 3D Blast, I'll probably go into I'll probably do Knuckles Chaotix. I have to see how that goes. But then if I do Knuckles Chaotix, either Sonic 3D or Knuckle Chaotix is going to lead into Sonic Adventure, and I'm looking forward to Sonic Adventure. It's my favorite out of the adventure games, and I know it's a whole argument about which adventure game is better, either 1 or 2, and there's a whole debate online that you can find that pretty much just gives not the definitive answer, but you can find out, you know, which people like one of the adventure games better. Personally, I like Adventure. The co-host likes Adventure 2. We kind of got into like a little semi-argument about that, but it was all good. It was just showing our dedication to which Sonic game, in our opinion, was the best. I like Sonic Adventure because it was the first Sonic Adventure game I played and enjoyed. It wasn't too hard to where I scratched my head on some of the stuff, but it definitely wasn't a cakewalk when I first played it. So Sonic Adventure 2 didn't really catch me like it catch other people. There was only a few memorable pieces of Sonic Adventure that I've enjoyed. The music is always great. That's one thing that I can't clown about Sonic. Either if I hate the game or not, the music's gonna be fantastic. I give you an example. I do not like Sonic and the Secret Rings, folks, and now that I said that, I'm probably gonna get requests to play that. We'll just see how that plays in the future. Sonic and the Secret Rings, I like the music in that. Yeah, I really do. Sonic and the Black Knight, I like the music. You know, Sonic 06, crappy game, but I like the music. Actually, about Sonic 06, I went to my local GameStop a couple of days ago, and I saw Sonic 06 sitting on a shelf, but I wasn't gonna pick it up because it didn't have the case to it. It was for the PlayStation 3 version, which I know has probably, like, I think it has longer loading times than the 360. I'm not so sure. So, I'm pretty much, if I go back to my GameStop and I do see a Sonic the Hedgehog in mint condition, I'll probably get it. If not, I'll order it, because I'm going to have to, whether I like it or not, I'm going to have to show that game off sooner or later. And I got the co-host. I made a deal with the co-host. He probably don't remember. I don't even know if he's watching or not. I highly doubt it. Even though he said he does, but I don't think he watches. But anyway, I told him that if I buy Shadow the Hedgehog, you have to play it. And he said, okay, if you buy it. So I spent $3 at the Flea Market Chronicles. I spent $3 on Shadow the Hedgehog. So guess who's playing Shadow the Hedgehog for the channel? Yeah, he is playing Shadow the Hedgehog for the channel. I'm gotta see if he's still up. He actually wants to play more games for the channel. He wants to do his own solo thing. So I might let him do Generation 2, folks, for the Game Boy. Pretty much do some Generation 2 stuff, since he knows more about Pokemon than I do. And I'm having a hard time with this boss because I didn't know the patterns of what to hit the boss in, but I figure it out soon enough. Anyway, just to go back on the topic of Pokemon, he actually, and by he I mean the co-host, actually played, what was that, Pokemon Coliseum, which I never played before. He played about 5 hours of it. I was watching him play it. I guess it's his practice run for when I'll probably eventually get him to record that game, because I didn't know what was going on. I actually was kind of dead tired when he was playing it, so I ended up kind of crashing at his house for a little bit. But yeah, Pokemon, and who's excited about Pokemon? What is it? Shield and Sword, that's supposed to be coming out this year during, I guess, holiday time would be a good time to release it. So Pokemon always tend to release around November, which is a pretty much good time to release it, because it's Thanksgiving, holidays, all that goodness. So it'll be around a long time. But yeah, run, fat man, run. Man, Robotnik is the fastest Sonic character in the series. I don't care what you folks say. He just outran Sonic, and Sonic's supposed to be the fastest thing alive. But this boss right here admittedly gave me some trouble, because once again, when it comes to Sonic 3, I'm a newbie at. I watch people's playthrough, but you know, when I usually watch someone's playthrough, I'm not really into the gameplay itself. I'm more of the discussions that kind of come with it. And pretty much, I really haven't watched anyone's, well, I watched the playthrough, but I forgot how they took on this boss. So yeah, it's really simple. Just pretty much just do what I do. I'm a little nervous because I don't have any rings, so I have to kind of perfect this, or you know, pretty much lose. But it's simple. Just pretty much do what I do. I actually figured out a simple trick to take out multiple these finger things at one time, and that involves me like kind of spin dashing into it, but that's kind of risky, so you don't want to do that unless you got like complete confidence in yourself. But this part right here, this part without any range suck, because you have to be precise and you have to dodge the lasers, pretty much the beam of death. You have to know when to dodge it, so your timer has to be on point when it comes to that. But if you have rings, I think you'll be fine, but I don't think you get any rings within this part. I'm not entirely sure, unless you kept it within, you know, before you transition into Act 2. But I don't think you know, get any rings within that. But yeah, this part that's coming up next, I believe this part is gonna be kind of a dick move, because you have to move in this part, and if you don't, then you know, this part right here, I call it pretty much a dick move. So if you fall at any time, any point of this little chase thing with the emerald, you have to start that fight over again, and not the fight with the giant, you know, ray of death. You have to start all over again from the robot, you know, taking out the fingers. But this right here, this music of the stage will always be my favorite Sonic boss theme. It's just, it screams epicness. It really does. And what I think should have happened is that some way or another, this boss fight should have been in Sonic Generations. It would have been perfect. And actually, I had a bit of a dipshit moment here, folks. I forgot that you can boost while you're supersonic in this fight anyway. So it took me a while to figure out, you know, why I'm not catching up to Robotnik, you know. So you'll see that, you know, I kind of get that wake up moment of, hey stupid, you can boost, go ahead and boost. So yeah, I didn't get the idea to do that at first. What I was trying to do is see if Sonic can naturally catch up to him on his own. And I'm collecting as much rings as I can along the way, even though you probably don't even need this many rings. But as you can see, I finally figured out, hey, I can boost into this jerk, so why not, I'm not doing it. But basically what you have to do as Supersonic is you have to lead the missiles pretty much to Robotnik, as I figure out how to do it. That may be the wrong way to do it, but that's just the way I did it, and pretty much figure out you know, victory at hand when you do that. So as long as you do that during this boss fight and you have enough rings to pretty much survive, you're golden, because even though the ship is exploding, your ring count is still going down, as you can pretty much see on the screen here. But with that, Dr. Robotnik, you figure he'd be done after that defeat, but no, this guy, he is back for more. But I got plenty of rings to pretty much guarantee victory at this point. So since we're gonna be here for a long time, I figured I'd give a chance to talk about the Sonic movie. I know that the last couple of parts I've been talking about the Sonic movie, rather if it's gonna be trash or if it's gonna be good or not. And I've been reading on Twitter, and I read one post, I forgot who it's from, saying that the Sonic movie is gonna have a lot of Easter eggs in it, and it's going to be compelling towards the newcomers of just the whole Sonic franchise in general, completely forgetting about the veterans who have played the game since the Little Blue Rodent's appearance in 1991, I think. I didn't mean to spit it like that, but I'm just speaking a little truth. I love Sonic. And Sonic's always been one of those games with just focused on action and all that stuff, but I'm kind of getting off topic of what I was saying. During the time of this recording, we have yet to see a trailer, so that's gonna really outdate this commentary for that, but I just speak on actual topics of what's going on in the now to kind of keep people engaged and whatnot. But if you're watching this and it's like December of 2019, you're gonna be like, what is this guy is already talking about? You can pretty much already get your opinion, but I'm talking into the now, so yeah. But anyway, posters and stuff aside, I actually seen on Twitter that somebody made a kind of improvement on Sonic's current design, which I hope it's not final. It's still a couple of months away before we actually get the movie, and I don't know if I'm going to go see it or not. I'm actually kind of debating rather if it's worth the almost $13 to go see a movie that may or may not suck. Dragon Ball Evolution, for example. Yeah, I went to go see that in theaters when it came out, and it was a waste of money, and I'm pretty sure that, oh man, I wasn't the only one in the audience that just felt that disappointment when that movie came out in theaters. Oh man, audience was like completely silent. Like, oh man, you screwed that up. But here I am boosted now because I'm getting a sense of dread. I'm running out of rings and I need to finish this battle as quickly as possible before I end up losing to Robotnik. But there's the end of the battle. He dropped that and we got our MacGuffin for the whole series. Game, set, match complete. But yeah, still debating on whether am I gonna go see it or not. Am I gonna go, am I the only Sonic fan out of my friends anyway? It's not that many of them that likes the Sonic series, so I'm pretty much gonna be the only one that is actually going to see that movie. If I'm going to go see that movie, I'll probably wait a week or so before actually going just to see how the reviews is, because I don't want to, like I stated before, waste my money on saying something that may not be good in the first place. It's still a couple of months before we actually get to that conclusion, so if things improve within that, then I'll definitely go see it. I mean, that movie will be for the most hardcore of fans to see, but as you can see, the Master Emerald is safely back to where it belongs, and Angel Island is out of the sea and back into the sky once again where it belongs. Now, don't you feel like a dickhead? Yeah. Oh man. But anyway, that is the end of the Sonic 3 complete playthrough. This is the end, folks. It's been one heck of a ride. I think this thing's been going on since December of last year. Matter of fact, give me a second. Let me pull out the my phone here and let me see when the first part was uploaded. Okay, so I pulled out my phone and the first part was uploaded October 22nd, 2018. That's unbelievable. That's nearly 6 months after to finally get this whole playthrough out and delivered. I shouldn't have. But anyway, things happen. I guess to get my final opinions about the game and whatnot, the game is fantastic, folks. Again, it's not my favorite Sonic game. I've always had a soft spot for Sonic 2, but this is definitely one of the games that I would find myself going back to and playing once again, especially this version. This is like the definitive version, folks. So if you haven't played Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I recommend playing this version of Sonic 3. It's complete. The title says it all. It's the definitive version. So you know how a game comes out and then like the year of edition comes out with like all the DLC and stuff. This is that game, folks. The definitive and best version to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, of course. But yeah, this game was a lot of fun. It did have its few frustrating parts, but that's kind of minimum compared to the amount of fun I actually had playing the game. So once again, folks, if you want to play Sonic 3, this version is not hard to find out there on the web. So go ahead, download it for yourself, and I'm pretty sure you can play it on your Genesis. You have to get like a flash drive for the Genesis. So if you want to play it on your Genesis, you can. If not, if you're fine with, a controller for your computer, go ahead. I recommend this game heartily. I give it a 9 out of 10. Best, well, I wouldn't say the best Sonic game, because in my opinion the best is 2, but that's just me. But this game is definitely great and you shouldn't miss out on it at all. So folks, with that being said, this is Mr. Awesome Sean, and I guess Supersonic signing off. I haven't said that in a while, but yeah, folks, once again, I do thank you for joining me on this 6-month epic roller coaster of a playthrough. When we dive back into the Sonic universe, it's either gonna be Sonic 3D Blast or Sonic Chaos or Knuckles Chaotic. Either way, but folks, you have a great day and take care. See you soon, folks.